It must be nice. That's a phrase we hear an absolute ton here at WEL Racing, especially regarding going to things like Super Lap Battle USA and Grid Life. So this episode is dedicated to the behind the scenes portion of these types of events. We hope to show you how much time is dedicated to make these events happen. We made a ton of changes to our car since the last Super Lap Battle USA, so we were fortunate enough to have a partner in Podium Club down in Casa Grande to do testing. Our primary goal today is to see what breaks and what needs improvement before we make the journey all the way out to Circuit of the Americas. After a couple of laps, I developed a pretty quick baseline on what we needed to work on. I'm going to cut off so much of this, dude. Alright, so we got about half a dozen laps completed on the car. Definitely found some stuff we're not too confident with. The car's back end's moving a lot, so it's got old tires on it for sure, but we're pretty sure the compliance bushings on the vehicle need to be changed out, which we do have new ones. We have some Seviericals we're going to put into the vehicle. The power seems good. It seems like it's accelerating well. It doesn't seem like it's exhaust leaking like it was before, so that's a huge plus. Everything seems to be operating pretty normally, so we've got a couple of things to head back to the shop and fix, and we should be ready to go. After testing, we definitely had a better idea of what needs to be done prior to a Super Lap event. So we headed back to the shop, got the car on the rack, and got to work. Couple weeks till Super Lap. Tom joined us again, so he's back in the shop, and he gets to work on this piece for the next couple days, and maybe it'll stay together this year. We'll see. But we've got to rebuild the axles before we head out. We've got to change the brake pads, tires, control arm bushings, tons of stuff. We'll get it figured out. First step is removing the axles so we can take them apart, rebuild them, and re-grease them. They've been popping out frequently on the driver's side, so it was a good time to check it out and see if we could figure out why. That thing's in there with 1,000,000 pounds of torque. After getting the axles out of the car, Tom cleaned everything up and re-greased everything with some Redline CV grease. This stuff's awesome. Extremely sticky, but really holds up well to high temperature heat. Next on our list was to replace these worn out compliance bushings at the front of the lower control arms. Thankfully, Cedar Ridge makes both the spherical as well as an installation and removal tool. Be sure to check out his website, cedarridgeparts.com, if you own an NSX. Replacing these bushings should allow our car to maintain a more accurate toe in the rear end.
any major track event, we always do an oil change as preventative maintenance. Our filter of choice is always the Wix oil filters, mainly because they're readily available and they're extremely high quality. Since we use ethanol, it's important to select an engine oil that's compatible with E85. Just one of the features we love about Motul 300V and why we always use it in our race car. One of the final items we had to address for this event is replacing our aged entire APR wing. We've been using the same wing for about 5 or 6 years now, and it's really showing its age, so it's time to get a fresh one. APR was kind enough to send us a brand new 250 series wing in the exact length we needed. This is definitely just a very small scope of all the things we have to do to prepare to go. It doesn't count all the logistics, traveling, nightmares at work. There's always something else. It's always an adventure. And sometimes that something else becomes a little bit more major.
So, in traditional super lap fashion, one of the cars decided to heat literally the week before we go. So, options are fix it or bring another car. This year we decided we're going to fix it beforehand. We still had a week to go, so we're taking getting the original engine prepared for removal. We're going to pull it into the shop tomorrow, yank the engine out. We've got Dawn inside preparing another IAG block to go in. So hopefully we'll get this thing back up and running tomorrow and off to the dyno next week. And we really want to take this car, so we'd rather not take the backup car, so we're going to do our best to get it out there.